Welcome once again to the glorious Peak District, more specifically Sir William Hill, and as you can see the trig point is just behind me there. So I'm out with my partner Lisa today, who's cowering behind the trig. It's quite windy. We've come out for a relatively short walk of around about 8 miles. So we've parked on the road down there and we've done a small detour to go and see the well, which you just saw at the start of the video. That's the Mompesson well, which has a significance because it was used during the plague times at the village of Eyam, or Eyam, or depending on how you want to pronounce it. I'm not 100% sure myself. But anyway, that was used during the time of the plague, which was between 1665 and 1666, and that was where the villagers would leave coins submerged in the well itself, and people from local villages would come and leave them food. So basically they quarantined themselves in the village so as to limit the spread of the plague itself. But we'll talk more about the plague as we go further around. I'll stand up and I'll show you some of the views from here. Really amazing. Right, so there's the trig. Just down that way you've got the village of Eyam itself, or Eyam, whatever we're going to call it. We'll be heading this sort of direction soon, back along there and completing a circuit and then coming back up to where we parked the car just there. So in the distance there you've got Frogger Edge. Further down there is Baslow Edge. In the distance there you've got Millstone Edge, Higgertor, Carl Walk. You've got the mass of Stanage there. In the mid-ground you've got Bamford Edge, Derwent Edge in the distance. In the centre you can see the water from the Lady Bower Reservoir. Windhill just there. The mass of Kinder. And in the mid-ground, or just there in the centre, you've got Loose Hill, and then the Great Ridge, Mamtor, and all the famous hills. So we're going to head this way. We're heading straight down through Shangri-La Cottage. Welcome back. So we've headed off the windy moors and we're down in the relative shelter of Bretton Clough. It's quite a nice little place if I'm honest. So walking through the village of Abney now. It's like being in the Shire. So we're heading down Abney Clough now, and it's really tranquil, as you can see. It's nice to be down out of that cold breeze. But this is one of those places that I rarely visit because obviously you've got the wild, rugged moorland in the next valley. Over that way is the Hope Valley, and then if you head all the way down to the bottom of where we are now, we're heading towards Hathersage and Derwent, etc. But it's stunning. And there's a beautiful smell as well. It might be Lisa, but I think it's probably the wildflowers. This tree here that's crossing the river. It's too tempting to walk across for an idiot like me, but I don't think I will do today. I think we'll carry on and not have any broken legs. This section's absolutely beautiful. Wildflowers, mixed woodland on this side, you've got pine, we've got some silver birch there. It's absolutely stunning. In the distance there, you've got Millstone Edge on the right and Higator on the left. So we're climbing out of the valley now, following the path. In a moment we're going to head off-piste and go up the moors, but what I'll do is I'll publish 2 of these routes. The route that we originally planned to do, which takes you down towards Hazelwood, but then if you want to follow the exact route of the video, you can do so by following the track. So in the description of the video there'll be 2 different routes. So here we are, this is the Wet Withens Stone Circle. So this is the centre of the circle now. Over here is the chair stone. The website that I went on to find out more I think was called Megalith, and it's got that sort of picture in the description, the chair stone with Higator in the background. So what did we say this was? Bronze or iron?
Bronze Age.
Bronze Age. So apparently this is the largest stone circle on an embankment in Derbyshire. It's not quite Stonehenge, but it's good. Okay, so we're bang in the centre of the stone circle now. The grid reference is SK22547899. So it may be easier to find if you just follow that straight here. But it is disguised actually, as you can imagine. They're not really tall stones, so it takes some finding. Right, back over the hill now to the car. Thankfully there is a rough path this way to link us back up with the main footpath that comes across Eyam Moor to join Sir William Road. So we're almost back at the car now. There's the gate to the road. Lisa's just emptying out all the heather and peat and things like that from inside her boots. Okay, so that was a really great route actually, really enjoyable. Overall it was 11.2 kilometres, but it's quite varied. You've got the windswept moorland and then the lush green of the valleys further down that way. So what I'll do now is I'll include an elevation profile so you can see the sort of incline that we're dealing with here. And as always, links in the description for particular places that we've visited, and also to route maps and links to download GPX files and things like that. There will be a blog post that'll have maps and extra pictures and things like that arriving soon. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for commenting, liking, subscribing, and I'll see you next time. We're going to head down into Eyam and get some video of some of the places down there. Bye for now.